Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to the Internet Marketing and Business Solutions radio show with Ron Couming from both RCS Technology Solutions and RCS Online Solutions, where we help business owners and entrepreneurs, much like yourself, achieve even greater success by attracting, converting, and retaining their ideal customers and clients to achieve even greater success using various Internet marketing techniques and methods. Today, we're going to talk in the second section. The first section, we had a great interview with Lisa Lieberman Wang, and she talked us a lot about, getting over the hurdles and different things that are holding you back in achieving the success you want. But also, if you're in business, you have what most businesses are local. Most businesses get their businesses, within a 5 to 10, but certainly within a 50-mile radius. And some other businesses, much like mine, I have clients across the world, including people who white label my services and sub me out in Canada and other countries too. So, but most businesses are local. So today I want to talk about local SEO and how to come up more in the search engines for local SEO. So. Just to give you an idea of what is local SEO, right? What is local SEO? Now, I have written several pieces, so now I'm just pulling up on my website because, sometimes you get here and you talk and you ad lib. So I want to read some stuff that I've already written to make sure I cover the basics, and then I'll ad lib and I'll give you examples that I've used and that my clients have gotten, and other examples from other people too. So we'll talk about local SEO, and I'll tell you, if I forget, remind me to tell you about Onpage SEO because that really helps your local SEO, okay? So, just send me a note or something through my Facebook Messenger or something, okay? Hopefully I won't forget. But the short order is, according to Wikipedia, what is local SEO marketing? So local SEO marketing, or local search engine optimization, is the process of optimizing your owned property to generate traffic from local-based searches. And when we're talking about that is, like when we're talking about your own property, that can be your website, or that could actually be your physical location. But for the most part of everything we're going to talk about today, it's going to be your website, your content, your social media platforms, how you can utilize these mechanisms and these vehicles to drive traffic, or at least to drive awareness. People can learn about your products and your services, but if they don't need it at that time, at least it still sits in their mind. So if you have 1,000 people coming to your website every month, but you're only converting 100, that's a 10% conversion rate. Truthfully, most conversion rates are 2%. So if you're at 10%, that's great. But it usually takes anywhere from 7 to 12 touches for somebody to actually purchase something from someone. And if they have a go-to service or a go-to service provider, it might even be more than that because it's just customary. It's just a normal thing when they need this or that they go to their comfort level. So for them to change that, so it might actually be more than 7 to 12. So just because somebody's coming to your website today, or they put a like on your Facebook post, but you're not getting that conversion, it doesn't mean it's not working. The fact that you got in front of people, awareness equals opportunities, one of my favorite sayings. So eventually they're going to come back around, and when they need you, they can then consider you and hire you, but they'll never get to that point if they don't find you in the first place. So I want to talk about, I'm going to give you some ideas, okay? So in local SEO, we have what are called citations. And I can do each little video. In fact, I'm going to put it up on my website. I'm going to do each little videos on each of these so you can go back and dissect them, okay? But what are local citations? A citation is an online reference to your business's name, address, and phone number. That's often abbreviated as NAPs. So if somebody tells you, how are your NAPs, or are your NAPs accurate, they're talking about your name, address, and your phone number. So these are name, address, and phone numbers that are like links to your website. Google uses these when evaluating the online authority of your brand. Unlike links, though, citations don't need to be linked to your business's website in order for you to be credited for them. So what basically happens is the more citations you have, and there's a theory behind this, but Google uses that as it enhances your credibility. So if someone has no citations, and it's like, are they really who they say they are? You know what I mean? That's why Google is moving towards the HTTPSs, because you have to verify that that's your site. So it cuts down on a lot of people just putting up and out some crappy stuff. So the citations gives you more authority with Google. So and me, I mean, I probably have thousands of citations. I have thousands of citations across the country, and I do that because I need that type of level of authority. But for somebody who's in local SEO, their citations, if you just had local directories or local chambers of commerce, and the important thing is to make sure they're all accurate. So if for some reason you moved, you changed your address or anything, go back and change those so you know that they're accurate. Because if you have different addresses, it becomes conflicting in Google's eyes, and they don't know if it's a legit company. So make sure your NAPs are active. And then we're talking about why is local SEO important. Local SEO strategy is especially important for small local businesses. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it's important in order to increase traffic, attract customers, and make your business known. I mean, that's the whole line. You're in business to serve, right? So you want to increase traffic, which brings awareness, and it's also attracting your customers, and it makes your businesses known. Again, it doesn't mean that everybody who comes to your website is going to buy from you, or that everybody who comes to your fan page is going to become an immediate customer. But they may never become a customer. But if they see your website, they see your services, they see your products, they see it enough, they may turn around and refer you to somebody else going forward when they hear somebody who needs your services. So, it's possible that the individual will never, but you might get 2 or 3 referrals from them, right? So what is a local listing in SEO? A local business listing is an online entry that contains your business name, address, and phone number. And again, we talked about the NAPs, along with other details. And there are a lot of websites like Yelp, Foursquare, and Yellow Pages where local businesses can create free local business listings. And it helps you because those will come up in searches too. If you do a search for some service, like I did a search for a service here. I'm in Miami, even though this radio station is in right outside of Boston in Lowell, Massachusetts, and I live in Billerica, but I travel the country and I give presentations on internet marketing. And so I gave a presentation this weekend in Miami. So I'm doing this interview from Miami. But I brought up for a service. I was looking for a particular restaurant type of food, and the first 3 results came up with reviews on Yelp, and it was a Yelp. So you can go to Yelp and you can go to these other free services. I assume they have higher levels. I don't know if Yelp is free or not, but you can go to other higher services and submit your name, your services, what you do, and I would suggest you put a backlink there, to your website. And if you're trying to get found for a certain product, service, food type, or whatever, make sure that's clearly in your title tags. And in fact, I'm going to go on. So what is a local listing in SEO? I just covered that, but I want to tell you about on-page SEO briefly. And on-page SEO is basically what you do to the website itself, so the search engines can index you faster and index you for what you're doing. And so your title tag on your website, and I'm going to pull up mine as we're talking. I got my computer in front of me. RCS Online Solutions. So I'm going to read you this. And so RCS Online Solutions, what I want to do right now is I'm going to go and I'm going to pull up SEO companies in Billerica, Billerica. That's where I live, is in Billerica. I have offices in Billerica and Boston. But now I'm pulling up RCS Online Solutions. As I go down here, I put in the title tag, SEO companies in Billerica. You got your ads that are paid, and then we have or what we call organic, non-paid. And I come up multiple times on the first page, including the very first spot. But if we go down to about the sixth spot, you'll see it says Internet Marketing Company in Massachusetts, Boston, and Billerica. Now, if I click on that, it will take me to that website, right? Now, as soon as that website comes up, I'm going to right-click on my website. I'm going to look at the source code, and I'm giving you, I don't expect you to do this, but I'm giving you an example. Line 7 is my title tag. So my title tag is Internet Marketing Company in Massachusetts, Boston, and Billerica. So exactly what comes up when someone does a search for my services is exactly what is on my title, tag. So your title tag on your website is vitally important. If your title tag talks about, if it says home or it says your company's name, you need to change that or get somebody who knows what they're doing. We can change it for you. I'm sure if you're in business, you already have a website person. Make sure that your title tag talks about one or more of your services. You can put your company name there further down, but your first thing that should be listed, the closest to the left, should be the services that you really want to rank for and be found for. You know, your highest producing or your highest used, your highest margin services, because that's what's going to come up when people are doing searches for you, okay? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about when I said on-page SEO. Just make sure that your title tag, there's a lot more meta tags, alt descriptions, and there's a lot more with on-page SEO. We do what's called a free website analysis for businesses, and we'll do one for you too. Ron, R-O-N, at rcstechnologysolutions.com. If you send it to me directly, I'll make sure my team knows that there's no fee. And that will show you, and it's totally free, that will show you all the deficiencies on your on-page SEO, and you're free to do with that report whatever you want. You can fix it yourself. You can pay somebody else to fix it. You can have us fix it, but it's a gift to you. So getting back to, so how can you do your local SEO? We have talked about different parts of your local SEO and your on-page SEO to increase your local SEO. But let's talk a little bit about how, what's involved in getting your local SEO done. And again, you're welcome to do, this is free. I'm going to be posting this up on YouTube. It'll be on my website. You can go back and listen to this and then spend the time and effort and create it yourself. You can send somebody a copy of this episode and ask them to do it for you if they have the skill set. Hopefully they don't mess your stuff up. Or you can have us or another company do it, but it's totally free to you. So the first thing you want to do is get your Google My Business page set up. I mean, Google knows everything, right? And it's almost like, 89% of people will never go to the second page. And of those 11% that do, in fact, go to the second page, it's like 99% will never go to the third page. So if you want to get found, you want to get found on the first page. And the vast majority of people are using Google as their search engine. So you want to get Google My Business page set up. There's similar services on Yahoo and Bing, and I suggest you do that there too. In addition to it coming up in searches there, it will help your overall online presence and give you an overall balanced credibility too. But definitely set up your Google My Business page on Google as well as your Google+. I mean, everything you do there is going to be indexed a lot quicker by Google, right? And then number 2, optimize all your landing pages with local keyword data. Now, a landing page, we hear that a lot, especially when people are trying to sell you funnel services, right? You don't need a website. You just need a landing page. Buy my service at $400 a month. Okay. A landing page is any page that someone lands on, right? So a landing page could be your home page. A landing page could be your contact us page. A landing page could be a page about a specific service. You put a story about, let's say in my case, I'm an SEO company or a website company. We do all online marketing, but we'll just say SEO. So SEO services in Billerica. So I write a 2-paragraph thing, and I talk about SEO services in Billerica, and I put out an article, and I say, okay, here's a great blog for SEO services, and but I just put down like the first 3 sentences, and for more, click here, learn more, click here, rest of the article, click here, whatever it is, they click here, it brings them back to my website. That then becomes a landing page. So if you have a website with 10 pages, whether it's home, contact us, whatever it is, every single one of those pages is a landing page. So a website is a bunch of landing pages. So why just have one landing page? If you're promoting heavily one business or one service and you're selling a course, then yeah, it makes sense. You don't want to confuse people with a bunch of different offices, but then you drive them to that single page, right? With you have autoresponders and everything that gets set up there. But just, landing pages are any page that they land on. So, if somebody tells you you don't need a website, first of all, they're trying to get you to buy their service, and their information may not be as fully beneficial to you, because their focus is on getting you to buy their service. And I'm not saying their service is not good. I'm just saying that, they're in it for what's in it for them, not what's in it for you. So optimize all your landing pages with local keyword data. Like I just gave you that example where I showed you about the internet marketing company in Massachusetts and then Boston and Billerica. So my keywords, internet marketing. And even though I ranked for SEO companies in Boston, in Billerica, the keyword search was SEO. I still came up with internet marketing, right? I still came up. But I tell you, if I put internet marketing there, I would have been first. And I was first, even for SEO. But anyhow, so just make sure that your pages, your title tags especially, clearly define what you do and where you do it. And if you don't have any borders, so to speak, it's still good to put down your area, but if you live in a small city, let's say we're in Massachusetts, you might just put down Boston. Now, keep in mind, if you put down Boston, more people will be doing searches, but there's also, probably 40 companies that do what you do, whereas in that neighborhood or in that city that you are in, you might be one of 3 people. So you would come up first there. So in my case, I do both, Billerica, Boston. I do Massachusetts, Billerica, and Boston, Billerica, and Boston, Massachusetts. So I'm ranking in both. So anyhow, just do that. So, and then number 3 is ensure your NAP listings remain consistent across the web. Me personally, if you can have, you can get your name, address, phone number in multiple directories and in multiple scenarios across the country. You're a member of a group, you support a cause, you gave a donation, you give somebody a testimonial. You give a company or a service or somebody you did a testimonial for, include your name, your company's name, and your location. That's your NAP and your phone number. That's part of your signature, right? And it's who you say you are. So that then becomes an NAP. But again, make sure that they're consistent. So if you've changed your address, your website name, anything, just make sure it's very consistent. Generate regular and genuine reviews from your customers on Google and Yelp. So if it's possible, have your customers give you a review and tell them if it's less than 4 before you post it, let me fix it. You know what I mean? Give me an opportunity. If there's anything we've done that didn't meet your expectations 100%, let us know, and we will, we'll make it 100%. What do we got to do? And then now if you have 15 5-star reviews and another company has 2, in fact, the example I gave you about being in Miami, when I was looking for that service yesterday, I went and read their reviews. I don't know the companies. And the reviews, there was one thing that a person said in that review that it was actually a negative review, but it was a positive review. It was just negative to him, but it was positive for what I think the vast majority of people for that particular service were looking for. So for me, their negative review was a positive. And if the company understood that's probably why they didn't go back and ask him to fix it. But in most businesses, you wouldn't want a negative review, right? Because the guy's not trying to do you a favor, unless, who knows, maybe they were smart enough to have a friend of theirs post that negative review with that section in it that was actually positive for other people. So I didn't even think of that till right now, but who knows, maybe they gamed the system. But definitely ask for reviews from your customers and your clients, and you can do that. Send them the links. Say, listen, if you like our services, here's the link for Google and Yelp. Please take, 2 minutes and leave us a review, and the next time you come in, we'll give you 5% off or something. Create some type of loyalty program, too. Optimize your search engine snippets. Now, I can go into a lot of detail about what are snippets and stuff, but it's spelled SNIPPETS. So just make sure that you're optimizing all your title tags, your meta tags. And when somebody does a search for you and your company comes up and there's a line or two of text underneath, make sure that is consistent with what you want, and make sure, please, that it focuses on the benefits and results that they get from doing business with you. You don't want to say, we are the number one. We've been voted the number one company because of this, that, and that. That's great. That's all about you. The customer wants to know that you have a good service, and they want to know that, other people have tried you and had success. But the main thing is they want to know what's in it for me. So if you go to my website, RCS Online Solutions, one of my websites, you'll see right on the front, I put down attract, convert, and retain your ideal customers and clients to achieve even greater success. Bang! You got 6 or 7 seconds to grab their attention. So you want to make sure that what they see is what's in it for them. Then they'll go and check you out. Then they'll go see your testimonials. Then they'll go see if what you're saying is true. But if they don't see right off the bat that you can solve their problem, they're not staying. And then lastly, focus on localized link building. If you can get links from your local chamber, business organizations, other businesses that you can get links from. I actually have like 320,000 backlinks from my multiple websites and from the organizations that I belong to. And that's another service we have, and it's $50 a month, but you literally get tens of thousands of backlinks to grow your business. So I just want to let you know that local SEO is super, super important. Most people do business within a 5 or 10 mile radius. If you have an online business like me, you're national, international, but you definitely want to have, even if you're national, you definitely want to have your local stuff sewn up. You want to have it done right. Get your NAPs, get some really good reviews. Don't neglect Google+. Everything that's in Google+ gets indexed almost immediately, so that's a huge tip. Your on-page SEO, make sure your title tags appropriately state what your services are and where you are, not your company's name. You've been listening to Ronald Couming of both RCS Online Solutions and RCS Technology Solutions, where we help business owners and entrepreneurs just like you attract, convert, and retain their ideal customers to achieve even greater success. Have a great week, everyone.
Consequence.